Hey guys, Elaine here. Welcome to my kitchen. If you saw a recent short that I uploaded, kind of chatting about a book that I read, the Rave Diet, I indicated that I would start trying some of the recipes and sharing them and kind of commenting on what I think about them. And but following this diet, the premise of it, no oil and no refined sugars and things like that. So I'm super excited to get started, and I'm glad that you're along with me for this journey. So to keep it short and simple and sweet, let's get started. My son is wanting waffles, and he's like, "Really, Mom?" But he likes the pancakes I make which are just with banana, a couple other ingredients, and he loves that. So I don't see why he won't like this as well. So, ready for some waffles? Okay, I have all the ingredients on the countertop. Take a look at them. Here I have 2 cups of, it's supposed to be rolled oats, and Elaine, yes, Elaine is already starting doing her own thing. I'm not using rolled oats just because I don't have any in my house at this time. I do have the multigrain that I am using here, so we'll see. It is a whole wheat multigrain, so hopefully that tastes just as well. I assume it will. I typically only have steel cut oats, and I really hadn't been eating oats, so I'm going to start eating things I haven't been eating in a long time, so a big change for me. Okay, back to what we're doing, Elaine. So we have 2 cups of, you can use rolled oats as the book says. I have a multigrain here. 1 banana, 2 cups of water, and then a tablespoon of syrup, which I haven't been eating syrup, so this is wild, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And all of this is just going to go into our blender, blend it up, and it's going to then be popped into our waffle maker. So here goes. Banana, 2 cups of water, our tablespoon of 100% maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. As far as blending it, I'm going to just go ahead and use my button for my blend tech that's just for batters. So I'm going to also mute the sound. Instead of using my batter button, I did do that, but then I went ahead and blended it at my highest speed setting, and my blender will turn itself off. I think it'll blend for about a minute and then it stops. So the book reads to blend until it's completely blended. So I think that is pretty much completely blended. Of course, you have just like the texture of the multigrain that you see in there, but I don't see any lumps or anything like that, or like whole pieces or anything. And it did kind of thicken up to like more of a batter. So let's go ahead and let's pour this into our waffle maker. And the waffle maker is already set and ready to go. So here goes. The other thing that the book reads is that it should take about 5 to 10 minutes in the waffle maker. And it says don't open it for that period of time. I'm going to see when my ready light comes back on. I'm going to watch the time, and I may check it for the first time. And if it needs to stay or if it's sticky, then I'll know that I need to really leave it for that 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so that was not the time that they had indicated. My ready light is on. So I'm just gonna flip it over. Oh, it sounds like it's still a liquid in there. It probably does need more time. Oh, well, I think it does need more time. So we're going to close that back and let it go just a little bit more. To the surface, it did appear to be ready, but just under the surface, it was still a bit wet or damp. So we're going to let that go ahead and go for about another 3 or so minutes. Okay, let's have another look. Okay, so that looks very crispy without the use of oil. It's definitely more difficult to take out. You can kind of see, of course, with the water, that's going to be a little bit more hollow on the inside. So there we go. That's what that looks like. It is crispy. Um, let's have a little bit of a bite. I'm not going to use maple syrup. I put it in here. Um, they have maple syrup, the use of it throughout a lot of the recipes. Um, and I did do a little bit of research on maple syrup, and I was kind of like, oh, wow, it's kind of interesting. But again, it is a syrup, it is a sugar, so I do want to limit that. But let's go ahead and just have a little bit of a bite and see what I think. It may have, for part of it, maybe stayed in there even a little bit longer. And it did come out. I was really worried that it was going to be super stuck in my waffle maker. So let's have a little bite. It could definitely use a little bit more time. So I will probably time it the next time up to the 10 minutes just to make sure it's completely not soft on the inside. As far as flavor is concerned, I'm going to add things like cinnamon and to try to bring out more flavor for it. But is this livable? Is this doable? I haven't really been eating waffles in years. So to be able to take like a banana, simple ingredients, and make this and feel like I'm having something that I don't ordinarily have, yes, this is doable. So that again, that's the look. I can do it. And of course, for me, where I get a lot of flavor, fresh fruit. So this will be my sweetness to it. So there I have a little baby one there. Now, yum. So maybe adding a little bit of cinnamon, some apples on top. Of course, the way I am, we'll do a recipe where I add apples into the batter. Yeah, so this is going to be a new way of cooking. Please do continue to join me. We're going to look at the no oil in our foods and making modifications with refined sugars or no sugar in the recipes as well. And of course, maple syrup is a sugar, so I have to get used to that. Well, I'm super excited that you guys did join me. I know this video was super short. We're trying out recipes out of the Rave cookbook. So if you guys haven't seen this, do stick around and I'll have a little taste test of their food, share it, and we'll move on from there. As always, my best wishes for your health, your well-being. Stay safe out there, and bye for now. Okay, so here's another look at one. I let this cook for 10 minutes. They said cook it for 5 to 10 minutes. I went to the max without touching it, without opening it. Let's take a look at what that will result in. It did result in it being tough to open, but does it come out any easier? Maybe a little bit. There we go. So there we go. It is definitely dark. It is, wow, very dark on the other side. I don't want a carcinogen, so that can cause cancer. The darker something is, anytime we brown food, honestly, it causes cancer. So your best bet is really fresh fruits and vegetables, salads, just as much fresh as you can get into your body. So I don't think I will take it up to that limit of 10 minutes, not for my waffle maker. So I'm probably between 5 minutes to 7 minutes, maybe. Um, but anyhow, it does work. It is crispy. I'll just take a little bite from the edge. Very crispy. Honestly, the batter on the inside is still a little sticky, still a little moist. So I'm not going to do this. And why? If it's the same, whether it's a shorter period of time or 10 minutes. But anyhow, enjoy with some fruit. So definitely do come back, join me in the kitchen, and see what Elaine is doing with her new Rave Diet book. Bye for now, guys.